Hello everyone, welcome back to the Distributed Generation and Smart Grid lecture series. In this video, we are going to discuss some classifications of microgrid. A microgrid can be classified based upon different criteria like mode of operation, type of the supply, sources, scenario and size. So based upon mode of operation, it can be classified as a isolated microgrid or a standalone microgrid and a grid connected microgrid. And based upon the type of energy sources, you can classify microgrid as AC microgrid, DC microgrid, or combination of both AC and DC, that is hybrid microgrid. And third one, type of the sources we are connecting to the microgrid. It can be a renewable based microgrid or diesel based microgrid or a hybrid combination of both the renewable and non-renewable energy resources. Then fourth one is the scenario. That means the applications of based on the application of microgrid. That is either a residential microgrid, industrial microgrid, or a commercial microgrid. And next one is a size. Based upon the size of the microgrid, it can be classified as the size less than 10 kilowatt, 10 to 1 megawatt, and greater than 1 megawatt. And renewable sources, suppose a renewable based microgrid, it can be classified like a solar, wind, small hydro, biomass, or hybrid renewable microgrid. So these are some of the classification of microgrid. So as you all know that the basic concept of microgrid we discussed in our previous lectures, and in that we discussed already mentioned some like microgrid can be operated in a grid connected and isolated modes. So here we are going to discuss about AC microgrid, DC microgrid, and a hybrid microgrid. So that is an important thing to understand. So a microgrid is capable of bearing both alternating current and DC current. Each and every alternative has distinct features. That is, a AC microgrid have its own feature, and DC microgrid have also its own features, merits and demerits, so that we should need to be examined. So what is a DC microgrid? A DC microgrid is actually you can, in the recent years, it have got increasing popularity, and it offers fascinating options over AC microgrid. A new distributed energy resources are direct DC, example photovoltaic systems, photovoltaic generation, and also if you are using a battery is a DC source, and the load like some of the main load also DC, and mobile batteries, fuel cells, etc. also produce DC power. So most of the latest renewable energy power productions are DC, and also many high efficiency loads are using direct DC. So it is important or it is beneficial to have a DC microgrid in this scenario. Utilizing a DC bus in microgrid, it may avoid many of the power conversion steps required when using a AC bus, potentially which leads to higher energy efficiency and improved economic operation. Suppose that is if you are using the load which are mostly utilizing or accepting the DC power, and our generation also based upon the DC power, like photovoltaic power generation or battery, then it is better to have a DC microgrid than AC microgrid. A DC microgrid can also be operated in a grid connected and isolated mode, similar to AC counterpart. In DC microgrid, a distributed generation system mostly composed of PV unit, as I told, photovoltaic units, and it also can connected AC production, AC sources like wind turbine and other renewable energy sources. And from its storage devices, it utilizes the DC output voltage, and voltage regulation is better in DC microgrids. And also, some of the advantages of a DC microgrid is that it does not require any additional synchronization system. So that is one of the advantages of a DC microgrid, and we can adopt or we can construct a DC microgrid if your generation is mostly using a photovoltaic system and fuel cell, and your load also are mostly in a DC type. Then it is better to have a DC microgrid, because you can avoid other power electronics converters. In case of your load and sources are DC and you are using a AC microgrid, means that you need to use converters like AC to DC converters. Then you need to that you can connect that into DC bus. So this is one of the schematics of a DC microgrid system. Here you can see that the main thing that differentiated DC microgrid and AC microgrid are, here you have a DC bus. In that DC bus you are connecting your load or sources. Here you can see that a AC side is there, AC power, AC supply module, that is actually representing a part of a grid. And if you want to connect that into your DC microgrid, you need to convert AC power into DC using any rectifier, AC to DC converter. And your PV system is generating power, DC power, and you can connect that DC power to the DC bus through a DC to DC converter that ensures the voltage balance, and that also helpful to track maximum power from photovoltaic system. And you can see a wind power is AC, and converting that AC into DC, and then connected to the DC bus. And you can connect the battery and capacitor storage. You can directly connect a electric vehicle to the DC microgrid through DC to DC converter. You can use electric vehicle as a energy storage, or it can be treated as a load. Then you can connect AC loads through DC to AC converters, because DC bus voltage is converted into AC, and it is supplied to the AC load. So this is a schematic diagram of a DC microgrid system, and these are some of the advantages of DC microgrid. It increases the introduction of distributed PV unit. You can use more number of PV, photovoltaic type energy generation. It reduces the energy dissipation and facility cost resulting from AC to DC conversion by integrating junction between commercial grid and DC bus, which connect PV unit and accumulators. So this point become an advantage if you have large dependence on the PV generation, and you are using DC type load. It is better to construct a DC microgrid or design a DC microgrid, because you can avoid the converters, AC to DC converters. A DC microgrid supply power to the load via regular distribution line even during the blackout of commercial grid, because you can connect lot of batteries into the DC microgrid, so it ensures the reliable power. Let's see what is the basic idea of AC microgrid. So as a counterpart of DC, the AC definitely will consist of a AC bus. So in AC microgrid, all distributed energy resources and the loads are connected to a common AC bus. And for several reasons, AC microgrid has won over DC system actually. AC microgrid provide the feasibility to both the renewable and non-renewable energy sources. Also, compared with your DC system, AC apparatus cost is lesser compared to the DC apparatus. So the cost based upon the device cost is minimized in a AC microgrid. So also in our system, in our power sector, AC distribution network is predominantly recommended. Integration of AC microgrid in distribution network is very useful for conventional power system. That is, if you have a AC microgrid, and definitely you are intended to connect or integrate that particular microgrid to your conventional power system, then AC microgrid is a better choice. And if you want to connect a DC load with the AC microgrid, you need a AC to DC rectifiers, converters for supplying DC load. You can see two type of microgrid in this slide. First one is the AC microgrid, second is the DC microgrid. So in AC microgrid, it is having AC bus. You can see that if you are using a renewable PV generation, you need to convert DC power into AC and connect it to the AC bus. If you are using wind turbines, you can use an AC to AC converter in order to match the frequency and voltage. And if we want to store the power from AC microgrid, you need to use a AC to DC converter. Then you can directly connect AC load or through a AC to AC converter, and DC load also can be connected to the AC microgrid through AC to DC converter. So you can see that a lot of even if the DC microgrid or AC microgrid, it become advantageous only depending upon your applications, what type of renewable energy systems are using, or what type of distributed energy resources are using. Based upon that, you can select a DC microgrid and AC microgrid. Or also you need to consider your load type. So in a DC microgrid system, the DC microgrid DC bus is there, and photovoltaic cell you can connect it to DC converters. Wind turbine, as we discussed earlier, it is through AC to DC converter, etc. So this is gives a comparison between AC type and DC type microgrid, and this you can choose based upon your distributed energy resources using, and also based upon the type of load. And a third type is the AC DC microgrid, that is or hybrid microgrid. Hybrid microgrid AC to DC microgrid system schematics is given here. Here you can see that there is an AC grid and also a DC grid. Okay, so in a AC based power generation can be connected to the AC bus, and DC based power generation can be connected to the DC bus. And in between the AC bus and DC bus, there are bidirectional converters where you can ensure bidirectional power flow. That is, AC power can be transferred into the DC side, or DC power can be transferred to the AC side, depending upon the your requirement. So here you can see that in a AC bus it is connected a wind turbine connected through a DFIG, double fed induction generator, and there are power electronics interfaces related with the DFIG, and finally the AC power is connected to the AC bus, and utility grid is directly connected to the AC bus, and AC load can be directly connected to the AC bus. And in the DC bus side you can see the PV power production is DC, so you can connect PV power to the DC bus, and battery also you can connect it to the DC bus because battery stores the energy as DC, and DC load also can be connected into DC bus. The advantages is that you can minimize the converter requirement, and some such kind of power electronics converters can minimize here. And in between you can see that it is possible to transfer the power from AC side to the DC side, or DC side to the AC side through a bidirectional power converters. You can see the bidirectional power converters in between AC bus and DC bus. So this is the schematics of a AC DC hybrid microgrid system. So this actually ensures it is a special requirement like enhancement of local reliability, reduction of feeder losses. It gives local voltage support, increased efficiency through waste heat recovery scheme, and correct the voltage sag, etc. So these are the points regarding. I have already discussed hybrid system configuration consists of AC and DC grid. AC and DC grid have their corresponding sources, load and energy storage element. The AC bus is connected to the utility grid through transformer and circuit breaker. A variable DC and AC loads are connected to their DC and AC buses to simulate various loads. And a bidirectional DC-DC converter is designed to maintain the stable DC bus voltage through charging or discharging of battery when the system operates in a autonomous operation mode. Here you can see that we are using a battery with a DC bus. Here battery is connected to the DC bus through DC-DC bidirectional converter. You can see that this is for suppose if this entire microgrid is operating in the standalone mode, the power stored in the battery should be given back to the DC bus. Otherwise, the battery is storing the energy from the DC bus. So in that particular application, you require the power flow from battery to DC bus and DC bus to battery. So we require a bidirectional converter. So and the AC and DC link or buses are linked together through two transformers and two 4-quadrant operating 3-phase converters, which is actually the bidirectional converters. And as I discussed, the AC bus of the hybrid grid is tied to the utility grid, as we can see in this figure. So these are the major type of microgrid: DC microgrid, AC microgrid, and hybrid microgrid.